you are going to place the yoga block or towel behind your head, and then you want to maintain a nice neutral line from your ear all the way down to your malleolus. So your ear, your shoulder, the greater trochanter, your knee, and also the lateral malleolus should be in one straight line from that position. Hey everyone, Steven here with Team Euphoric, and today I'm joined by Michael from One Body, and today we're going to be teaching you how to be your own therapist by demonstrating the top 5 strengthening exercises for neck pain, and we don't want to waste any of your time, so let's go ahead and get on with the exercises. The first strengthening exercise for neck pain is going to be an exercise for the deep cervical flexors, and for this one you just need one piece of equipment, and that is going to be a blood pressure cup. With regard to this exercise, ideally you would want to do it on a solid surface, but we're going to be doing it on the mat for the demonstration purposes, but ideally you want to do it on solid ground. The reason being is if you do it on anything that has a little bit of give to it, it's going to absorb some of the pressure from the blood pressure cuff. So do this on solid ground. But with regard to this exercise, if you are a therapist doing it with a patient, all you're going to need is a blood pressure cuff. If you are a patient doing it by yourself, you may need to get an extender hose so you can actually take a look at the reading. But what you want to do for this exercise is you're going to take the blood pressure cuff and place it underneath the cervical spine. Once it's underneath the cervical spine, the patient's going to rest their head, and then you want to pump up the blood pressure cuff until the space between the cervical spine and the floor is filled. So I'm just going to have Michael let me know when it starts to fill up, and it's filled up. Once the space is filled up, you want to take a look at the actual reading on the blood pressure cuff, and you want to raise it to 40 millimeters of mercury. Once you've raised it by 40 millimeters of mercury, you're going to stop, and then what you want the patient to do is they are going to press their cervical spine by bringing their chin toward their neck and flexing their neck, and they want to maintain that 40 millimeters of mercury pressure, and they want to maintain that for 3 minutes. Once 3 minutes has passed, then that's it for the exercise. We can remove the blood pressure cuff, and that is for the deep cervical flexors. Next, the second strengthening exercise for neck pain is going to be for the proximal fibers of the superior trapezius. For this exercise right over here, you're going to be in a quadruped position, so 4-point, hands and knees. What you want to do is you are going to maintain a nice neutral spine. You got retroversion of the pelvis at the chin. You want to maintain axial extension by tucking in the chin, pushing the crown of the head away from your body with your eyes. You're looking down between your thighs to put the dura mater under tension. And what you want to do for the superior fibers of the trapezius is you want to try to imagine that you are a turtle trying to bring your head inside your shell. So Michael is going to try to suck his neck down into his body. And with regard to this exercise over here, a lot of people are going to be very overdeveloped in their superior trapezius, so it's generally not an exercise that you would want to, not a muscle that you would want to strengthen. However, the proximal fibers are often going to be very, very weak. So with regard to the superior trapezius, you would want to stretch the inferior fibers, but you would want to strengthen the proximal fibers at the base of the skull. But that is pretty much it for that exercise. The third strengthening exercise for neck pain is going to be for the suboccipital group, and it's going to be the extensor chain wall lean. For this exercise, all you're going to need is either a yoga block or a towel, something to provide a little bit of cushion for the back of your head. Before this exercise, what you want to do is you are going to place the yoga block or towel behind your head, and then you want to maintain a nice neutral line from your ear all the way down to your malleolus. So your ear, your shoulder, the greater trochanter, your knee, and also the lateral malleolus should be in one straight line. From that position, you want to maintain retroversion of the pelvis, flat lumbar, flat thoracic, chin tucked in, crown of the head is pushing up toward the sky. And then with the arms, if you want to add a little bit of extra myofascial tension, you can go into maximum extension of elbow and wrist, maximum external rotation, press down with the palms, and then go into extension beyond the level of the coronal plane. And you want to maintain that for 3 minutes. And that is the extensor chain wall lean. Next, the fourth strengthening exercise for neck pain is going to be some exercises for the lateral flexors of the cervical spine. So we're going to be targeting things like the anterior, middle, and posterior scalenes. For this one, all we're going to need is a stability ball. You want to place the stability ball against the wall. You're going to maintain a nice neutral spine, retroversion of pelvis, flat lumbar, flat thoracic, chin tucked in, crown of the head is pushing up, and then you want to go into lateral flexion with the cervical spine by pushing your head into the ball. And that is the lateral flexion exercise with the stability ball. And then last, the fifth and final strengthening exercise for neck pain is going to be cervical rotation with the stability ball. For this exercise, you're in the exact same setup position. You want retroversion of the pelvis, flat lumbar, flat thoracic, chin tucked in, crown of the head up, eyes looking down at the floor to put the dura mater under tension, shoulders in maximum extension of elbow and wrist, maximum external rotation beyond the level of the coronal plane. And then what you want to do for this one is you are going to rotate toward the side of the ball, and then you're going to rotate away from the ball to get all of the muscles that are responsible for both ipsilateral rotation and contralateral rotation. But that is the rotation exercise with the stability ball. And there you have it. Those were the top 5 strengthening exercises for neck pain. If you have neck pain or if you are a therapist who treats patients with neck pain, go ahead and give those exercises a try. And if you have any questions at all, go ahead and ask your questions down in the comment section. And if you've tried them, go ahead and let us know what you guys thought. Did you try them? Are they working? But that's pretty much it for today's video. If you guys want a little bit more information, on September 18th, we're going to be doing a seminar covering all these exercises and a whole lot more. So if you have neck pain or if you're a therapist who treats patients with neck pain, definitely check that out. That's going to be September the 18th. But that's pretty much it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to smash that like button so we know to keep making these types of videos in the future. And if you're either new to the channel or haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, as we will be uploading new videos every single day. That's it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you again tomorrow.